Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Charles Gasparino breaking. Per Eleanor Terrett, people associated with the SEC case against Ripple believe case will stretch into the summer, but worry that the pending White House report on crypto could negatively impact Ripple's case by possibly classifying XRP as a security more at 130. Now, folks, let's make sure we understand a couple of things. Remember, the White House said that this report, this is going to be an executive order, and it's going to be due to national security. So let's say, just for the, everybody that listens to my voice and everybody that's been having this conversation about Gary Gensler and the SEC and all this for all these many months, what we've said is that one of two things is going on. Either there's a lot of bad stuff going on, or, because none of it makes any sense, or all the world's a stage. Now, if this is an executive order and it involves national security, if in a report they're about to tell you that XRP has to do with national security, whether they call it a security or not, even if they call it a security, if they're going to tell the world now that XRP is national security, here's what it is, and we said so because this is a national security issue, you got to tell me what it's secured by. Security of what? Okay? And if you got that means you call it a security, it's got value because it's secured by something. Now, this is something that's come up before, and there is a scenario where this is called this is called a bond. So the bond's a security. That could very well be what we're talking about. But make no mistake, if you see the White House, there is a much bigger reason going on. If the White House comes out and mentions XRP by name with an executive order that's for national security purposes, your XRP might be not just important, but even more important than we ever thought. You couldn't pry my XRP out of my hands right now, folks, because this is interesting. And in the midst of it, by the way, we have prices. Now, let me look while I'm sitting here talking to you on my phone and see what we're looking at. So after this Charles Gasparino tweet came out, I'm trying to get an update on my phone to see where we're at here. Let's see. It doesn't want to update. That's what happens when you're in the middle of doing a video. I don't know if let me see if I've got CoinMarketCap pulled up. Let's do a refresh on this and see what we're looking at. XRP is holding strong, and you also have, look at all these others. There is a reason that XRP is up over 17%. And are you telling me that Charles Gasparino and his people are the only ones that heard whispers of this executive order? I doubt that. Well, luckily I was watching Fox Business at 1:30 when he came on, so here we go.
David, another crypto to look at, and I think this is particularly important one to look at because it says a lot about where crypto regulation is going, is the crypto known as XRP. It was created by the founders of Ripple. Ripple is a blockchain system that essentially allows you to do cross-border payments seamlessly, fast. It could be replacing the SWIFT system that we have now that you use regular currency. So this is very interesting. The SEC
could be replacing the SWIFT system.
Sued Ripple, saying that it issued a security in XRP to pay for the build-out of Ripple that was not registered with the SEC. That case is huge. And here's what's interesting today. XRP is ripping, to coin a phrase here. And, it's up like, it's up like 20% today. Okay, no one can really figure out why, other than this case is moving forward. John Deaton, a lawyer associated with the case, tweeted some stuff out about the discovery that it really didn't hold much. There's really not much there. So I think what's going on here is you see the market betting on this case. I will say this, David: if the SEC loses the XRP case, you could see XRP rip. You could also see Bitcoin rip, because that'll be an indication to the markets that the government cannot regulate broadly the crypto business. So just keep an eye on this. The other thing to keep an eye on, of course, is a White House report on cryptos. What is it, and how they should be regulated. That's coming out. We keep hearing imminently. That could have an impact on crypto prices, particularly at XRP. If the government broadly says Bitcoin is okay as a security, doesn't need to be registered, we give it our blessing, but nothing else is, you could see other cryptos like Ether, XRP fall if that's the case. And some people are suggesting that could be the case. So a lot of stuff going on here. If you're looking to trade crypto, buyer beware. There's all sorts of conflicting stuff out there, and no one has a clue exactly what the government is going to do with this new report, but it should have some impact on prices, we're hearing.
Okay, so I've been in crypto for a while, and any time that it's anticipated that something is going to happen and it's going to cause the price to tank, usually the opposite happens. But here's what I'll say. Everybody talks security. This is the end of the world. If it's a security, it's got to be secured by something. And if it's secured by something, that means you own something secured by something, okay? And so they're going to have to explain to us what that is exactly if it's a security. And so this is going to be interesting, but let me tell you what. You couldn't pry my XRP from my hands, because I believe there is a scenario where on the front end this looks bad, but there's a bigger plan at work. And so I will be, and the other thing I wanted to point out is this. Is Uphold going to run out of XRP? Because there is that same scenario we've talked about where by virtue of XRP being a security, only accredited investors can have it. There can be that scenario too. Is Uphold going to run out of XRP? I have that question. Then Charles Gasparino said this. The great John Deaton, lawyer representing XRP holders, says this is what the SEC could do next. Ripple price jumps. Okay, now let's move along. This morning on CoinMarketCap, as the market was going crazy, I noticed that something was happening. I kept seeing the CoinMarketCap, the total market cap, it would change. It would be like 1.6, then you'd refresh it, and it would show around 1.9 or 2 trillion. So I went and looked at other places. They were holding solid. This is CoinPaprika at just over 2 trillion. And then CoinGecko was just over 2 trillion. CoinMarketCap, when I hit refresh, was at 1.9 trillion, whereas before it was at 1.6 trillion. This was all within 10 minutes this morning. So something was going on. All right, next, from Blockworks, Tesla, we believe the potential of crypto both as an investment and as a liquid alternative to cash. And I put X, because he loves XRP. Gold Telegraph. Breaking news, Russia's second richest man says Russians' first approved digital asset issuer could issue tokens linked to metals. Says the central bank's digital ruble program may make the debate over crypto irrelevant. So that's interesting. Then we got this. North Korea missile program funded through stolen crypto. And that's from a UN report. Well, I ask an obvious question here. Remember the video of Joseph Lubin saying he's gonna, that if you're a whale, here's how you can disguise your whale purchases? Well, why couldn't countries have been some of those whales? We've seen this. Here's from Stefan Hubert, cryptocurrency X. This was an Ethereum guy, Virgil Griffith, went to North Korea and gave a presentation. We've seen Vitalik Buterin speaking with Putin. We've seen this. China ranks Ethereum as #1. We've seen Consensus suddenly borrows Iranian students from Ethereum coding classes. and now this. So at what point is the SEC going to be concerned about who the disguised whales were in the Ethereum ICO that Joseph Lubin was talking about? Could they have been people like North Korea that are up to nefarious things? We don't know, because we don't know who bought them. It's been a secret to this day. John Deaton has been blocked by Chris Dixon from Andreessen Horowitz, and he says, I've tagged Mr. Dixon once or twice, and I guarantee I was reciting 100% provable facts. For example, Clayton introduced Dixon to put together a crypto working group to write a memo to send to Hinman, and the memo's safe harbor only mentioned Ethereum. Block me, but try to prove me wrong. That's exactly right. Chris Dixon can't do this. Now, this is a video. I'm not going to play it. It's no point in playing it. But it's a professional basketball player, and he's telling you basically that Binance is going to have a crypto Super Bowl commercial. So here they come, folks. 2022 is the year. CoinDesk, XRP led gains among major cryptocurrencies on Monday as Bitcoin and Ether extended their recoveries after last week's favorable jobs report. XRP leads. Tim at TimR614 says Jay Clayton looks good. He's basically saying Jay Clayton's looking rough. And Andrew Ross Sorkin had Jay Clayton on CNBC today. I said, hey, Andrew, if you want some ratings, ask him about his meeting with Chris Dixon at Andreessen Horowitz on January 25th, 2018. This meeting is what led to the Ethereum free pass, which has skewed the crypto markets for the past 3 years. Here you go. Did the work for you. And then Ron Hammond tweets this out. He's talking about how Congress is going to be having hearings this week. He says this week in Congress and crypto, busy week in DC with a Tuesday hearing on stablecoins in, what is this? This is House Committee on Finance. And Wednesday hearing on the CFTC's role in crypto, and that is Senate Ag, okay? So this is what's going on here. And they're talking about how they're going to discuss what the CFTC's role is in crypto. So I sent a tweet to Ron Hammond. I said, hey, Ron, saw your tweet about the upcoming hearings on the CFTC's role in crypto. According to this from Charles Gasparino, they have been playing a role from May of 2018. According to his sources, the CFTC was involved in the Consensus Brooklyn project. And I've played you this video before. I'm not going to play it again, but you get the gist of it. Now, listen to this video. This is a guy named Jim Willie. Listen to this video from the 1 minute mark. Well, I'll start that over. I wanted you to hear this.
And in order to buy time, not so much to hold them back as to, well, it's two motives. One, to hold back the development of the Ripple Labs, but it didn't work because they're still working. And the other motive is to buy time in order for the banksters to develop something in a similar manner with the intellectual property so that they can match Ripple and say, we've got our own Ripple, we don't need your Ripple, but they failed. And now they're saying, we need your Ripple, we're gonna make a deal with you, we're gonna have a timetable, we're gonna have a schedule, it's gonna be 18 to 24 months, we've got a span of time, and it is our accord. It's proof that the banksters failed in developing a similar system to XRP, and the same thing happened with Reggie Middleton. They failed in developing the building blocks for the digital financial structures that include banks and bond markets and stock market. It's the whole works.
So in a sense, their fate is sealed.
Their fate is sealed, and they bought in to the digital system.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.